Hey YouTube peoples, great to see you. Thanks for joining. So today I thought I'd do a little tour of my truck home. Yep, I'm living in a truck for now, full time, and loving it. And with that said, let's take a closer look. So right now the top is down, and this is an articulating top that I'll put up in a minute. It's a Baja truck camper made by a company out of Longmont, Colorado called Rossmönster. And what they've done is they've taken my truck, which is a Chevy Silverado 3500 HD. It's diesel. And they built onto the chassis the actual camper part of the rig. I have cameras all around the perimeter of the rig. You can see one of the cameras up top there, and that allows me to see what's going on, whether I'm in the rig or away from the rig, which is quite useful from a security perspective. You can see the panoramic windows on this side. I have a fly fishing rod case up top there. You can see my outdoor shower and my freshwater fill. I do have a 30-gallon freshwater tank and a 10-gallon gray tank, and I have them mounted underneath the rig. I did not want anything inside, and that's easily manageable if in fact I do go to an environment where it's going to hit freezing temperatures. Rossmönster did certain suspension work, new tires and method wheels. They also added a front bumper and a rear bumper. The front bumper has embedded a worn winch, which will get me out of sticky situations should they occur. Also on the side of the rig there are max tracks, which I can take off if I need them to put under the tires if I get into a sticky situation. And this is also designed quite well by Rossmönster. It serves a dual purpose. It folds down as a table, which is pretty cool. Here you can see my power outlet that I use when I'm on shore power, and you can see up top there the other camera. In the rear here you can see I've got storage boxes, and I have a long one, a horizontal one, and that's for things like poles and hiking poles, fishing poles, things like that, longer things that need that kind of a length. And I use it for other storage as well. And then this box is quite useful for all my hoses and my electrical cords, things like that. You can see in the back here my exhaust for my 2 diesel heaters, my Webasto and my Aquahot. And then really useful is on these Molly panels that Rossmönster adds, I've got easy access to my spare tire. When you're RVing, space is very, very critical. So I had the back seats taken out, and what Rossmönster did was they built a platform system under which I can store clothing and other things. And then I had them add this aluminum coat rack, which is super useful to hang clothing, work clothing, things like that, coats and bulky stuff, and get them out of the way from the interior living area of the camper. Hey peeps! So now I'm inside the camper. To start in the rear, what we have are numerous cabinets up top, and they are pretty deep, each of them. This first one is my Starlink, and that's my internet. I have a stationary Starlink on top of the rig. It also has one of my 2 heating systems. I have a Webasto diesel heater that connects to my diesel tank, and I also have an Aquahot, which is underneath the banquette here, that heats my hot water and also heats my rig. On the other side, underneath the banquette, I have my solar power systems. So this is the back of the rig. It's a kind of a U-shaped bank at. It's really comfortable. It also enables me to have a guest. I also have a lagoon table. I kind of like to keep it on the left here because I sometimes sit horizontally and sometimes I sit just on the back cushion. So this is kind of my favorite spot. But when I have two people, I normally push it to the middle. You can see there's windows. With the top up, you can see there's windows all the way around, which is really nice. It gives me a great view of my surroundings. So for my sink, I have here, which works great, and the faucet just pulls up that easily. And on this side, I have my induction cooktop, and you'll see there's backsplash, which I have on both sides here. So looking at from the back, you can see I have a nice little fridge here with a small freezer, which works great. And then I have lots and lots of places for storing things. So these are all drawers here, and they're quite deep. And then on this side, I also have further storage areas. For cleaning and bathroom, I have an indoor shower. I also have an outdoor shower. The indoor shower kind of serves a dual function. It also houses my composting toilet, so that works super well. So now I'm giving you the view from the back of the rig to the front of the rig, and you can see that's my sleeping area. It's a queen size bed and extremely comfortable, and I love the windows that I have up here that allow me, when I'm up in the bed, I can look out and see what's going on, which is great. There's also storage up here, which I use mainly for clothing and blankets and things like that, but there's a lot of space up there behind those fabric covers for me to store things. For lighting, there's quite a bit of lighting in the rig, overhead lighting, reading lamps, and then there's also more ambient type lighting, which rings around the upper part of the cabinets, which is great too. One great feature about this rig is the pass-through that Rossmönster includes in their Baja builds. And right now it's covered with an insulated cover. And this is really useful because I can, in foul weather, or if there's a sticky situation and I need to very quickly get into the driver's seat, all I need to do is pass through here and I can access the driver's seat really easily. Looking towards the back of the rig, you can see up in the ceiling I have a fan. I just have it covered with an insulated cover. This is a Max Air fan. And I have another one up in the sleeping area, also with an insulated cover, because it's quite cool right now. I also have a Dometic AC unit up in the roof, and that works well. So I hope you found that tour of my truck camper rig useful and interesting. I highly recommend the Baja, and Rossmönster has proven to be extraordinarily top of the line in terms of its service and maintenance levels, which is important when you're living on the road, particularly full time. So thanks again. I hope you will like the video and subscribe to my channel, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.